ISIL militants have posted a new video online purportedly showing the beheading of a U.S. aid worker and a group of Syrian forces in the war-torn country. 26-year-old Peter Kassig was beheaded by a masked militant in a warning to the U.S. to halt its airstrikes. Kassig was captured in October 2013 on his way to the city of Dayr al-Zawr. Militants first showed him in the video of the beheading of UK aid worker Alan Henning in early October. The video also shows the mass beheading of around 20 captured Syrian soldiers, I should say. The ISIL has warned the U.S. that American forces will be the next target of mass beheadings. The footage hasn't been verified yet, though. The terrorist group has posted numerous videos of its atrocities so far. Well, to discuss that further, and I join with Muhammad Ali, Press TV's correspondent, who's joining us live now from Damascus. Now, Muhammad, of course, another video that comes out of an aid worker being beheaded. What more information do we have?
Yes, unfortunately, I believe this is perhaps the fifth time that the ISIL militants behead a foreign citizen, whether it is an American or British. It is definitely not the first time. A lot of similar acts by the ISIL also is known to be true, not against just foreign citizens, against Syrians or Iraqis across the country in areas that they are present in. Now, however, when we look at such incidents, such beheadings, especially when we speak about foreign citizens, many experts believe that there is a kind of coordination between the United States and this particular organization, as it is, according to many experts present inside Syria or Iraq, just to create a kind of invitation for foreign military intervention, which the United States has been seeking inside Syria or Iraq since the beginning, perhaps, of the unrest in Syria. We can remember and remind our viewers how the United States, how many draft resolutions the United States presented at the United Nations in order, of course, aiming for foreign military interventions, but vetoed by Russia and China. They also tried to use the chemical issue, the Syrian chemical issue, and almost launched an airstrike against Syria. However, many experts believe that this time the ISIL itself, its presence in those areas, Syria and Iraq, is the best pretext for the United States for military intervention, and such murders and such beheadings is only in the interest of the U.S. administration, as it shows the public opinion over there in the United States that the United States is correct and is doing something right when launching military interventions and airstrikes against areas like Syria and Iraq. This is what the United States wants in the end. It wants its military intervention to continue, and we have just heard also yesterday, I believe, from the United States that it said that its fight against the ISIL may take years, and this is what they want in the end. They want a long-term strategy that would enable them to stay in the Middle East, particularly in Syria and Iraq. So definitely the ISIL will continue to carry out such acts, according to many experts, beheading whether civilians, Syrians, Iraqis, or even more foreigners.
We just have a minute left, Mohammed. Tell us, do you see a double standard, though, in the way the media covers such beheadings? Because certainly this is not news to Syrians who have been suffering such beheadings and atrocities for many years now, ever since the unrest in the country began. Do you see a double standard in the way the media covers foreigners who are beheaded versus the way Syrians, for example, are treated?
Well, exactly. I mean, for example, when we hear about a foreign citizen being beheaded by ISIL, we see that news coming and popping on every kind of foreign media outlet. However, all of the massacres that happened against civilians themselves inside Syria by the ISIL or al-Nusra Front or extremist groups like the Islamic Front, we barely hear about that in Western media outlets particularly. But as you have just said, yes, it seems that there is a kind of double standard, and it seems that also, just like I told you just a minute ago, such news, beheading a foreign citizen, is in the interest of the United States administration, because it shows that the public opinion there and the public, the American people, that what the United States is doing is correct and right, and they should continue to do that.
Okay, Mohammed, as always, thanks for that.